Okay, here it is. When the beep beep hell are you going to put on Fugazi at Manly Youth Centre? We are very anxious to see this. Please show it soon. Lisa and Jim. Well, they were here recently, the legendary US punksters, touring Australia, and they were here at the Manly Youth Centre, and we were their recovery as well. They were doing an all-ages show, which is all they ever do, and here's some shots of them chatting, their fans chatting, them playing as well, and it's a scoop. It's the first interview they've done on telly for about a decade. Fugazi.
I'm 13 and I'm here to see Fugazi.
I don't really like many alternative bands, but Fugazi they just rock, man.
They've got fantastic music and they're the best band in the universe.
Their lyrics are fantastic.
They're an uncompromising punk band from Washington, D.C.
I know this is politically correct, but it comes to you. Spiritually direct and attempt to thoughtfully affect your way of thinking.
Our vision of the band is that we're a live band. We try to cover as much of the world as we can playing live, and recording for us initially was just a way of documenting the songs, and it was kind of like giving people a schematic or a blueprint of what the songs were, and if they really wanted to see it, they should come and see it live. And I think as the band has continued, we've tried to be a little more ambitious in terms of our recording and try to get it more serious, but to us, playing live is the most important aspect, because you've got the audience in your face, and it's the communication lines are so much clearer, as opposed to a record where it's kind of diffused and kind of a more sterile kind of setup.
I'm sick with this, I'm sick with this. Situation that violent, without judgment.
It has a great vibe, you can always get into it, you can always jam to it, you know, it's great.
There's no one else really like them, they're just original.
The lyrics are great. They inspire me a lot.
As far as our songwriting process is concerned, the four of us now are really democratic in how we write, and that no one comes in with like a finished song to speak of. Everyone has input.
For us, our experience with the songs is completely different from someone who might listen to the record, so going back and listening to the record is always a skin-crawling experience. It's not something that we engage in unless we actually have to. We got into music when we were, 13 or 14 years old, and we've been playing in bands since about that age. And just the kind of irony of being in a group that you weren't allowed to play in the bars because they wouldn't let you in because you were too young. I mean, that's something that always stuck with us. Or when your favorite band would come to town and you wouldn't be able to go. It's just something that we've always taken really seriously, that if we were going to do shows, we wanted to make sure that everyone could go.
I think it's great. Like, everybody loves music, and just because you're under 18, why should you miss out?
The fact that they make an effort to keep their prices low and to make their gigs accessible to people of all ages, I think that's fantastic.
You know, they don't do the merchandise thing, and they, so it's like they keep everything in a low budget.
They do sort of have a whole philosophy behind them, it's something to really get into.
Like, keeping their record prices low and having their own record company and having all ages gigs and no stage diving, they're totally anti, the whole, what everyone else does, they're totally anti.
Everything we do, right down from the all ages thing to the low door prices to the, self-management, like our own record label, all of it is so that we can feel totally comfortable and focused on the music. It feels as urgent and as honest and as important now as it ever has. There's no sense that we're kind of flogging a dead horse, or if we're just sort of going on and on and on. I don't ever have that sense at all. When we play, it's still the challenge is there, can we throw down?
It may not be it, just what you